Hi guys, hope you're good. Welcome back to another Warzone video. Now I haven't posted in a little while. I've been busy with real world stuff. I've been changing jobs and stuff like that, so I haven't had time to create any content or upload anything. Just been uploading some YouTube shorts just for my streams. However, we're back with a Fortune's Keep review. The map has been in the game now for almost 3 weeks, so I thought we'd sit down and break down some of the good points that I find about it and some of the bad points I find about it. I've been finding that the COD community have been pretty accepting to this map. I think a lot of the top streamers have been out saying that it is a good map, and there is some good points to it. However, I feel like that is not the full story. If you do like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. It really does help the channel. Put that notification bell on as well. I do upload every Sunday and Wednesday. I'll be back to that uploading schedule, and then a YouTube short every day that's not a main video. And if you want to see me play COD live, then check me out at twitch.tv/Ransom_. Great to have you there. But for now, enjoy the video. Alright, so as I just mentioned, a lot of big streamers have been saying that this map is brilliant. You know, it's absolutely insane. It's the best Warzone map we've had in a long time and stuff like that. And it's the best things we've had. And then when I speak to smaller streamers and obviously people who come on my community on Twitch who also might stream themselves or play Call of Duty themselves, they don't like the map. So it's very polarizing map. And one thing that I did find was very polarizing is that Modern Warzone on Twitter, it's an account that's probably one of the most interacted with Warzone news accounts on Twitter, did a poll when Rebirth Island came back into the rotation, when we got Rebirth quads back, and 53% of people said that they liked Fortune's Keep and 47% they preferred Rebirth Island. So Fortune's Keep did win that poll. However, out of almost 22,000 people voted in that poll. So that's not a great win for Fortune's Keep. So I thought, you know what, I want to break down what's good and what's bad about the map, and we'll start with the good stuff. Alright, so first thing I've got to give this map praise for is that it looks visually stunning. If someone said to you, Call of Duty is going to make a castle-ish based map on a tropical island, you'd imagine Fortune's Keep. The way it just looks is brilliant. The keep looks incredible. Inside, the detail of the keep as well. Like, you've got like a dinner table in there and stuff like that. It looks insane. Then obviously you've got different areas. You've got the winery, which, you know, there's so many different levels to it. Even like down in the bottom of the winery, you know, you can imagine like a big production wine cellar. It looks like that. The town area is so cramped and it feels really cramped. It looks good. Obviously, you can see like the cove areas in the Smuggler's Cove. The water is crystal blue. The map looks incredible, and it's exactly what you'd imagine from a Call of Duty map. For the first time, it feels like in a long time we've got a Battle Royale-ish map that is a Call of Duty map. Secondly, it's fresh content. Now, Rebirth Island recently had a big update. It was only a couple of seasons ago that we got, you know, resurgence solos and stuff like that, and Rebirth Island had a massive facelift. So we had that very recently. And then, obviously, Modern Warfare 2 has been announced for the end of October. Warzone 2 is confirmed to be this year, although the release date has not been published yet. I imagine it'll be early December for Warzone 2. Kind of think how Vanguard released at the start of November, and then we got Caldera literally like a month later on. I think it was the 8th of December or something like that. So the fact that we've got fresh content in terms of a brand new map when Warzone 2 is just months away, that's crazy, and it's great to see the developers doing that, because I don't think the Call of Duty community were really asking for it. I think Rebirth Island, you know, was taking precedent over Caldera. I don't know if they just thought, we'll jump on this resurgence hype or something like that. However, Rebirth Island was a very popular map, so it was a risk to say, you know what, we're going to rotate Rebirth Island with Fortune's Keep. However, they've done it, and I think it's great. And to be honest, I don't know whether we'll see Fortune's Keep pulled over to Warzone 2. And I imagine we would, because I can't see them just leaving this map just behind in Warzone. I imagine they might leave Rebirth Island behind. However, I can't see them just leaving Fortune's Keep behind as well. It might get optimized for the next generation, because I think Warzone 2 is built for PC, and then the latest generation, the PlayStation 5, and then the Xbox Series X and S. So I think we might see that be rebuilt and remastered for that generation of consoles. And yeah, I think that'll come with us. But it's great to see some fresh content when we've got a major game coming in a few months' time. Now, another good thing about it is the way it plays. So there's been a lot of talk of other lobbies big enough and stuff like that. I think for solos, 46 people, it does feel a bit quiet end game, but I think early game, it's fine. I think we'll talk about that a little bit, because that's more of a con for me. However, the way it plays is that you need to think more about rotation. So back in Verdansk, and when we had Rebirth Island was the main resurgence map, you didn't really have to think about rotations too much. Yes, you obviously had to rotate, and you don't want to be caught like with a bit of high ground and stuff like that. However, for the most part, you could run and gun on those maps. Caldera dropped, and Caldera is more of a Battle Royale map than a Call of Duty map. I think that's fair to say. And because it's more of a Battle Royale map than a Call of Duty map, you have to really think about your rotations. So it's great to see that the developers have taken that aspect and put it into the resurgence mode. With Fortune's Keep, you really do have to think about your rotations. There's so much verticality to it. If you're fighting towards, I don't know, Smuggler's Cove and Lighthouse come the end of the game, if you're on the bottom of that, it's tough to get out of because obviously, yes, there's all these different tunnels and stuff like that. However, the gas quickly closes in and it's a long way to try and get out of that. Plus, if you've got the lighthouse, if you've rotated early and got the lighthouse, that's a massive, massive power play. It's much better plays out, I think. I think it plays out much better for the end zones. Having to think about more about your rotations in something, say, like Rebirth Island. The prison, for the most part, is in, prison roof, for the most part, is in every start, mid, and then, towards the end game, it might rotate off. However, if you've got prison roof and Rebirth Island, it's just that point where, especially mid to late game, it's such a powerful position to have. Whereas in this, it doesn't really exist in this map, so that's great to see. And you have to think more about rotations, and it's great to see that they're dialing into other play styles rather than just running and gunning. Now, as a con, the way it plays is also a bad, bad thing. Obviously, I just mentioned there's talk about the player lobbies being upped. I think for squad modes, so definitely trios and quads, yes, up the player count. However, for solos, it's probably one of the, in my opinion, worst experiences of solos I've ever experienced in Warzone history. It's just, solos are so ratty anyway, and this map just allows that to happen. If you're playing solos and you're in the town area, you might as well just not bother trying to move because as soon as you move out of a building, you're going to get shot from someone holding a door, a rooftop, a window. You get shot from all these different directions. It's hard to react to it, obviously, because the time to kill is so fast anyway. So there's that aspect of it. It really doesn't play that well. Also, it's third-party central and solos. It really is. Early game, if you're getting a kill, great. You land, pick a gun up, it doesn't have a silencer, you kill someone, you can guarantee within a few seconds someone's going to be on you, ready to go for a third party. It doesn't play all that well in solos, in my opinion. Early game, I don't think upping the player count will help that. However, as the game sort of goes on in solos, the map is a little bit bigger than Rebirth Island. Not by much, but a little bit bigger. And I feel like in solos, you can really start to play it out. However, as I said, there's so many different nooks and crannies that someone can sit in and just watch. There's been plenty of times where I've dropped down a ladder and there's just been someone watching the bottom of it and they kill me. And guess what? I was the only kill of that game because then when you spectate them out, they get killed off someone else when they have to rotate out. It's not a great map for solos, that's for sure. And one thing that is still really bad about this map is, well, it's not really the map's fault, really. It's more of the game's fault in itself. Is that directional audio is still so bad in Warzone. Now, they were meant to have improved it in Season 3 or Season 4. I can't remember which one it was. I haven't seen that much of a difference. The only difference I have seen is that you can tell the difference between left and right. I feel that's helped a lot. However, up and down, audio is still so chalked. You can't really tell where anyone is for the most part. And because there's so many different levels to this map, the buildings have all got about 2 or 3 floors in them anyway. And obviously, as you go towards the edge of the map where Lighthouse is, you've got Smuggler's Cove in, and again, they've got 2 or 3 different levels with all the different little tunnels running through it and stuff like that. And it's so hard to try and track people on this map as just using audio alone. So, yes, it's not the map's fault for this. However, I feel like we've had Warzone now since March 2020. It is now July 2022, so we've had it for almost a year and a half now. Actually, sorry, we've almost had it for 2.5 years now. And we've still got really bad directional audio. I think it needs addressing, and it could have been addressed a lot more before this map was released. Now, again, this is not really the fault of the map. However, it doesn't make the map great for playing. Is skill-based matchmaking can make this map a very, very rough experience. Obviously, it's a brand new map, so a lot of people don't know where the right rotations are yet, and maybe they're not that good at running and gunning, so literally, they have to play a bit slower. And if you're trying to play this at a prime time, so for me, I work 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. So when I play Call of Duty, I typically tend to play around about 7:30 till around about 10:30 on a night, on an evening, on a night. In the UK, so that's prime time Europe lobbies, and the matchmaking system just makes it horrendous. I just don't want to play it at all. I might load in, might start with Fortune's Keep, and by 2 or 3 games into it, I'm off the Caldera because it's a slower experience for if the fact I've been working all day. 2, because it's a slower experience, it's a little bit more relaxed in terms of gameplay. I can actually get some work done in it, and then 3. I just don't have to worry about being third party and always being on it and thinking it's like a $10,000 or pound tournament. The matchmaking makes this game really, really rough. We've always known that. However, with it being a new map, you thought they would have relaxed it a little bit, especially when I'm at prime time. However, still doesn't be like that. It's still rough. It's still a rough experience in solos because of how high the skill-based matchmaking is. To be honest, if I was to load in around about 7:30 to 10:30, I won't find a Fortune's Keep lobby that's below a 1.1 KD. That's how rough this experience is. So overall, I don't think it is a bad map, to be fair. It's grown on me quite a lot. I didn't really like it all that much when it came out. But when it came out, I played it at prime time EU time, and yeah, just got absolutely annihilated because I just was not up to speed with the game. It's a very fast-paced mode. Um, yeah, it's a good map, but it's let down by the game it is. That's the thing. It's let down by the fact that Warzone at the minute isn't really still in a great state in terms of matchmaking and audio and stuff like that. And at the same time, it just plays really ratty as well. I think I think it's all great for a bigger streamer who can play Call of Duty for 8 to 10 hours a day, can run around and just annihilate the lobby and has got really good gun skill and stuff like that, and say it's brilliant. And I get why they would say that because it probably is a new, fresh, and fun experience for them. However, for the casual player, I don't think it's a great experience for the casual player. That's my opinion on it. Let me know your opinion in the comments. I appreciate you watching for this long. Big love, and I'll see you all next time.